mean, Batman Arkham City is, it's a labour of love for us at Rocksteady. We've been working on this project for 2 years. I mean, it's awesome that people, are looking forward to the game in the way they are. That we've got such great attendance on the game floor here. It's pressure for us to deliver the best game that we can, but that is exactly what we're trying to do. We're going to make the best Batman experience we can do, and it's going to come out in October, and everyone can play it. Well, when we started working on Batman Arkham City, we had an idea of where we want to take Batman. We want to push him through this emotional journey. We worked out which villains we wanted to put in the game. We have a lot of villains in this game. We haven't told all of them yet. We just announced Mr. Freeze. He plays a pivotal role in the game. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane, but we started off, we knew Catwoman was going to be a main part of the game, and then someone had the crazy idea, well, why don't we just try and make her playable? So we did that, and we thought this is kind of cool. So we rolled with it, worked around new story parts to put around her, and now I guess she's now about 10% of the main story. So it's you play as her, then you play as Batman, then you play as her again over the course, and this changes and winds into and out of the main story. But again, Catwoman is a very unique character, and that's one of the goals we had. We don't want to make Catwoman just seem like Batman in a different skin. She fights different, she speaks different, she thinks different, she has completely different motivations to Batman, and that was our goal, and that's what we do with all characters. We don't put any characters in the game unless they have a really good, strong purpose. And similarly, like we said, we've announced Robin as a character in the combat challenges, or the challenge maps, which is the separate component to the game we've announced here at Gamescom. And again, we've changed his fighting style. We've changed, he doesn't look quite like the regular Robin. He's a very different character. And like one of our goals, even when we said, okay, let's put Robin in the game, was how do we put Robin in the game and make everybody want to play as Robin? How do we make everyone think Robin's the coolest character in the game? And thinking like that, enables us to develop the system so that we have, we think we've done that. Robin is awesome. The challenge mode in Batman Arkham City is kind of a separate component to the main game. The main game has this strong single player, 25-hour campaign. Then we have, I think, about 40 hours if you're going to collect everything. The 400 plus riddles, the crazy amount of side stories, everything you can collect and do in the main game. But then on top of that, we have the challenge mode, and the goal of the challenge mode is to add longevity to the game, and to let you hone all the skills that you've learned playing the game as Batman, as Catwoman, and perfect your fighting technique and take them into a separate arena where you are just beating down on guys, you are just doing Predator rooms, and you are trying to be the best Batman in the world or the best Catwoman in the world. And that's a really appealing prospect for people. That really gives you the chance to say, come on, look at my scores, look, I am the best Batman. Well, Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City have all been done in conjunction with Warner, so there's very little change for us. It's an awesome experience working with DC and Warner Brothers. We love it. They give us some freedom, we get to do crazy stuff, we have an amazing time making the Batman games, and we're very happy.